Ah, there we go. So we've spent all of our money. We've got 50% crit chance now. That should be good. Let's see. Wonder are your wrists okay with push-ups these days? I actually haven't had wrist problems in a while. I've been very careful and very, Oh, do we want to just go for the forest and see if we can bank a shit ton? Let's go for that. I do a decent amount of damage. And if it becomes hairy, then we just go back. If I seem out of breath, I just did push-ups. Okay. Decent cash. Very decent cash. And eventually we can start doing runs in other areas. Holy crap, this is lucrative. Okay. Here we go. So, what was I talking about? Right. But every once in a while I do... It's not really a thought experiment. It's a... How do I avoid my channel dying like some of these bigger channels over the years? And the answer is usually just, like, keep relevant, don't stick yourself to one game. You know. Ow. Ow. Okay, it's worth it. But ow. We might want to consider some more vampire runes. Got them both. Hell yeah. Except for the Scale Archer. There we go. I do a decent amount of damage. My HP ain't bad. And we seem to be getting a lot of money off of everything we break. I don't remember that being a feature in the OG, but... Must have been. I should remember to grab these. They're 54 apiece. Woo! Alright, what do we get from this? Money! That's what we get. Kinda wish there was a healing spell in this game. Would totally break the balance of everything. But it would be nice. Alright, let's see. So what was I talking about? Right, thought experiments. How do I avoid the sad fate that a lot of YouTubers go through? And I mean, it's no huge mystery how a lot of these channels die, but it's kind of one of those where it's like, I really do want to be doing this for the next, geez, 20, 30 years? Maybe? I don't know. The idea of spending the rest of my life playing video games for the internet is hilarious to me. That, like, never in my wildest dreams could I imagine such a career path, especially post-college, but at the same time, like, if that's what it is, that's what it is, and I'll be perfectly happy with it. Yeah, as long as you're having fun. But there's definitely a couple of things that I think would make me have more fun. I definitely need to do more artwork. I've been spending every afternoon kind of... Ow, I deserve that. Every afternoon, early-ish on, working on artwork. So I've been working on a, Half-Life Alyx thumbnail. And at some point, I'd like to put together a webcomic, because originally, my, like, planned career path was to become a... Oh, jeez. Damn it. Lost my momentum. I don't have quite enough jumps for that section. Got it. And it's just a max HP. I will take max HP. There we go. Ooh. Don't walk into fireballs. There we go. Ow. We might want to go back to the castle. Though I'm probably going to die, we might want to just grab as much as we can and run. Okay, got that. Well, it's good practice. There we go. Alright, and we're fine on mana. Oh. Damn it. Sent my head straight into them. Alright, let's do 20 more. Okay. Fastest way I lose interest in YouTube channels when they start drama with other YouTubers. Well, what do we want to do? Big Barbarian. Let's go Big Barbarian. Alright, what do we want to invest in? Tons of max HP is not the worst idea in the world. Let's see. What do we want to do? What can I afford? Armor is not a terrible idea, because it's not bad. Could be better. Or we could just go for raw oomph. Let's just go with that. The big, the brave, and the beefy as hell. See, crit damage can get silly. My main thing is whenever I crit, I tend to one-shot things. So I figured I'd want to up my, my raw damage first. We'll see. But yeah, it'd probably be a good idea. Alright, let's see. So I was talking about webcomics. Let's see. Well, we see a Wander Swallow emote. That is what growth is. I already have that. The Swole Sprout. I feel like if I've got Gigantism, I shouldn't get knocked back by this guy. Oh, sweet. I'm actually gaining HP back from that. That's kind of useful, actually. There we go. Perfect. Push-ups for death in Bloodborne is a horrible idea. I could feasibly... do push-ups for deaths in Dark Souls at this point. I don't die much in Dark Souls anymore. Maybe not Dark Souls 3. But, like, definitely in Dark Souls 1 and 2. Unless I was getting invaded a shit ton. That could screw me over in a bad way. Okay. I'm not going to make as much money on this one. I don't think. I should maybe consider to foos more often. As foosing is actually pretty dang strong. I've also got daggers. Okay. Gonna kill myself there. This will end poorly. I'm not quite here. Dark Souls randomizer sometime during a charity stream where every death is 10 push-ups. I could do that. I could do something like that. That could be kind of fun. I've actually wanted to do a Dark Souls randomizer for a while. I am not a big fan of them wolves. Yeah, definitely want to invest in some armor. Next couple of farming runs I do. Because I'm getting wrecked here. Okay, so Alexander's Obel makes it so you save your money. Because I know... Well... Is that Alexander's Obel, or is that Karen's Obel? Because Karen's Obel, the mod has changed it. God damn it. Give me a bit for the next one. Let's wait. Just because I just did the push-ups. Ah, gosh. Oh, right. I can reroll. Hokage. Well, actually, Hokage is pretty good. Let's go with the Hypochondriac. Alexander's Obel allows for a rematch that's free. Whoever's Obel that was, you can fight with. Oh. So I'd be able to rematch a boss? I can see that being useful. Also, thank you Verisog for the 500 bits. Unless I just said that, at which point thank you anyway. I have no idea. I'm so used to thanking you at this point that it's just stuck in my head that I've done it for the day. How the hell? Alright, whatever. Holy crap, my base damage is good. Unfortunately, going back is gonna suck. So I guess I'm just gonna have to... Well, I guess this lets me bank a bunch of bonus HP. Wow. I am the hurdy man. Okay. Clearing things a lot faster. Okay, so I wanted to talk about webcomics, but let's see. But I just haven't quite had time. I don't know what I would do. I have, like... I'm gonna say I have a book of about 7 stories. I have a document of about 7 stories that are constantly in progress. Some of which are actually involving the same characters in different scenarios. Because the personalities are the exact same, so virtually they're the same characters. I don't know. And I keep, like, writing for one and then moving on to the next. Part of it is, like, there's no rush, so I feel no need to, like, really get it out the door fast. And so it's, like, I started the Choose Your Own Adventure one a while back, and I think that would be the one that I would go back to soonest. Just because Choose Your Own Adventure is kind of easier. I can kind of rely on audience control. Oops. Not audience control, audience input to keep things going, I guess. Let's see. But for years, it's just kind of been a matter of, like, I need the time, and I don't quite have the time. Which sucks. And so I was kind of hoping I could get up to, like, X number of views on Twitch and YouTube and start screwing around a little bit more. But every time I start screwing around a little bit more, things start slipping, or, I don't know, a pandemic goes through and just wrecks my ad rev or something like that. And I'm like, well, I guess I have to work hard again. How does a webcomic work exactly? Have you never read a webcomic? I'm assuming. Baseline, I'm going to assume, well, I don't know. I guess there are people that probably have not read webcomics. Weird concept, that. Okay, not losing too much HP. The extra banked HP is real nice. Let's see, webtoons or manga? It would be... Webtoons or, like, my own website? I'm not really sure. Ultimately, like, when it comes down to it, I don't draw in a particularly anime style. I'm not very good at drawing people, honestly. I spent most of my college drawing monsters. You never really heard of webcomics. Huh. Yeah. Alright, so webcomic is... It's like any standard comic format. Generally panels, arcs, so on and so forth. The only thing that really differentiates them is they usually don't go for print media. At least not immediately. Well, shoot, I shouldn't have done that. So, like, from my perspective, I would probably just draw a page a week, or, like, maybe do some kind of illustrated novel situation. There we go. Right, write for it first. Or write, like, huge sections of text. And then just have images to go along. I don't really know. Truly, the thing is, I can do what I want. And that is very freeing. The big issue is just finding the time for it all. which is considerably less freeing. Let's see. There we go. Let's see. Do I have a favorite monster from school that I made? Don't know. I'd have to go through all my old sketchbooks. I don't actually remember them that well, to be totally honest. I just drew a lot of monsters. Because, so, I originally wanted to be a webcomic artist. But I was having trouble with the motivation, and mainly, there wasn't anything in my school that, like, really supported that. And so I had, like, one class that was dedicated to making, writing, drawing comics. Which is where I came up with the Varix character. Actually, I think that was character illustration, so I guess I had two classes simultaneously that supported it. But otherwise, it was kind of a lot of just, here's how to draw for magazines. And it's like, no, I want to be a concept artist. What's that? Wait, that's one of those dumb fields that uses the computer all the time. No, you must use gouache. Back in my day, we used nothing but watercolors and acrylic paint, and we liked it. So buck up, kids, because that's the only thing I'm going to teach you. And then I'm going to lord over the fact that I'm better than you, because I get to trample on your dreams, and you're just shitty children. This was the head of my department. Bit paraphrased, but that was the essence of his message. I don't respect him. We're in a bar and he was bragging about how good he was and how bad everybody in the program was. And it was just like, if all of us suck, it's on you. I mean, not entirely on you, but still. But yeah, he did a lot of, like, classic American, like, real-life portraiture. So, pictures of idyllic suburban life, autumn harvests, happy children, bicycles, so on and so forth. That kind of stuff. It was probably decently common in whatever magazines, but, like, if you ask them to, say, draw, like, elves or dwarves or anything sci-fi, they'd look at you like you just grew 3 heads. And it sucked a bit. Sounds like the manager from Regretsico. Ha. Yeah, kind of. I think I've been in this perpetual, I'm not going to say a funk, but one thing I've definitely, like, noticed over the years is that it does feel like there's a massive number of adults that I've encountered who have no dreams. Their entire existence is purely just a, what can I do to make as much money or have the most comfortable life as possible with the least amount of effort or, like, emotional weight put into it. And I think that's fine. But I find it embitters people, and they stop enjoying it. And so that was kind of it with these guys. That they were illustrators in a time where I'm not going to say art was particularly respected, because I don't think art has ever been that respected outside of the Renaissance, and even then. But as contracts started drying up because they didn't do digital painting, they didn't do modern styles. They got into teaching as kind of a way of making money instead. And then they just sat around being bitter and angry, and the only people that actually did care were the ones that got fired first because they were younger. And that kind of sucked. Like, my favorite teacher got axed, replaced by a woman that couldn't speak English very well and had no prior history with Photoshop to teach the digital class, which is like, what are you doing? And then she got axed before the year was out, and they had to hire one of my previous coworkers as a temporary stand-in, which sucked for her because we had the same favorite teacher who she had just replaced. And so he went from being her kind of cordial mentor to ice cold because, you know, she took his dream job. And I don't think, well, it wasn't dream job, but, like, he legitimately liked teaching. And so, yeah, to have that snatched from the guy, he didn't take it well. Which, honestly, I blame him for a little bit, but it was definitely, like, this weird, shitty situation where the best teachers got fired first, and the worst teachers were head of the program, and it was just like, oh, you absolute shitbags in charge of everything. It was one of those situations where the industrial design program at the college had done particularly well, but none of the other ones had, because limited budget and terrible teachers. And so they kept sinking more and more budget into... it's the axe one, I'll do it. They kept putting more and more budget into the industrial design. Well, that probably helps. Okay, I didn't get all of them, but I got almost all of them. Hey, it's perfect. Probably just money, but I'll take money. Okay, let's see, what is it? What was I talking about? I don't know. I just, low opinion of these people, because were I in charge of, like, an illustration program, even if I had low budget, like, most of the students could probably kind of cope to some degree. I mean, everybody had computers and could draw. But it was very much like, personalized education is something I think we've forgotten for whatever reason outside of certain programs. And so, like, half the people I went to school with would have benefited greatly by having... Do I want to be in here? Is this sane? No, it's not. Alright, there we go. Okay. Now let's do the push-ups. But yeah, it would have been better to have every teacher sit down and be like, okay, what kind of illustrator do you want to be? As opposed to being like, I'm going to shape you into being a dimensional illustrator. What is dimensional illustration? Are there any jobs for it? No! 1, 2... That's some push-ups. Alright, let's see. So do we want Dwarf Dragon? Dwarf Dragon. So what do we want to invest in? Probably magic damage, or... I actually don't know if the dragons can crit. I haven't invested any into magic damage. I know magic can crit for some characters, but which ones? Okay, do we just go all in on Siphon? Just too poor. I'll lose a little bit of the gold gain, at least for a little while. Okay, there we go. School system is designed to copy and paste 20 to 30-year-old knowledge. I think that's not always true. I've definitely had some, like, good teachers and good setups. But in this case, it was definitely a bit of a letdown because it could have been so much better with so little effort, but no one wanted to bother. And that blew. Let's go up. Let's see if I can do this. I gotta practice the upper zones anyway. Wait, otherwise I ain't getting anywhere. Freaking hurts, though. That's why I should probably invest some more into armor. Okay. Come on. Come on, icy baby. You wanna sneak down? Bite me. There we go. But yeah, so like if I had somebody to sit down and say like, what kind of illustration do you want to do? And how do you want to get there? I think it would have helped me a lot. I think I did okay. Grand scheme of things. Damn it. Why do the enemies have iframes? I mean, it makes sense. It just sucks. Walked right into that one. They have iframes and contact damage. That's a bad combo. Okay. Well, do we want to do a bigger... Yo, let's see if knockback works with this. Okay, and I don't have anything else. Let's see. And I have no cash. Oh, this isn't going to work. Your IT class is having us do things with XP and 7 while ignoring 8 and 10. At least with IT classes, that almost makes a lot of sense. I know a number of companies still have Windows XP machines. I know when I was working at a research lab, all of our computers were still using Windows XP, or oh, shoot, I think it was Snow Leopard when we were well past Snow Leopard Mac OS X style. Gosh. It wasn't necessarily bleak, but it was definitely kind of one of those where it's like, a lot of end users might have more modern machines, but a lot of companies will cut costs hard and refuse to upgrade until they absolutely have to. Because, yeah, a good company keeps everything up to date. But most companies aren't necessarily that... Whoops. Whoa. I clipped through for a second. Well, it prevented me from taking damage. Okay, maybe this level of knockback is actually more of an issue than anything else. Okay, there we go. Quite enough damage. Yeah, I don't think this magic crits. I think the dragon fireballs are flat damage. Magic can crit if you're a wizard. Gosh, I'm just gonna get killed again, aren't I? Yep, there we go. Being a little lazy about that one. Okay. Do I have... There's the Archmage. Yeah, let's go with her.